If you ever searched how to get into cybersecurity and somehow ended up more confused than when you started, you're not alone. Everyone says cybersecurity is a great career, but nobody explains which role actually fits you as a beginner. Should you become an ethical hacker, a SOC analyst, a cloud security engineer, or something completely different? In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 biggest cybersecurity career paths in 2026, what they actually look like day to day, and the fastest way to land your first job in each one. Hi, my name is Talan, and on this channel, I help you build real technical skills that actually get you hired. Let's get into it. Before we talk about the career paths, let's quickly look at where the industry stands right now. Cybersecurity demand is still exploding. There are over 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity jobs globally, and that number hasn't changed much in years. Not because companies stopped hiring, but because there simply aren't enough skilled people available. At the same time, cyber attacks are becoming more frequent, more advanced, and far more expensive. Ransomware is hitting hospitals, schools, governments, and critical infrastructure. Data breaches are costing companies millions of dollars, and every business moving online needs people who knows how to secure their systems. Now, here's the important part for the beginners. Cybersecurity is one of the few industries where companies are still willing to hire people who are self-taught, certification-focused, or transitioning from completely different careers, as long as you can prove you have the right skills and the right attitude. Entry-level salaries in many countries are already sitting around $60,000 to $90,000, and experienced professionals can easily move into six-figure roles. And whether you're in Australia, the US, Canada, or the UK, the demand is there. So the opportunity is very real. The big question is, which path should you actually take? Option 1 is SOC Analyst. The SOC Analyst role is probably the most common entry point into cybersecurity, and honestly for a good reason. As a SOC Analyst, your job is to monitor systems and networks for suspicious activity in real time. You're investigating alerts, analyzing logs, responding to incidents, and escalating threats when something serious happens. Think of it like being an air traffic controller for a company's digital environment. You are constantly monitoring dashboards and working with SIEM tools like Splunk or Microsoft Sentinel. This role teaches you incredibly fast because you're exposed to real-world attacks almost every single day. You will spend a lot of time analyzing logs, writing incident reports, and learning how attackers actually operate. It can involve shift work and the pace can be intense, but it is one of the best places to build foundational experience. And most importantly, SOC analyst roles are one of the most beginner-friendly ways into cybersecurity. Option 2 is penetration tester or ethical hacker. Now, if the SOC analyst is the defender, the penetration tester is the attacker, except you're doing it legally and getting paid to do it. Companies hire pen testers to break into their own systems before the real attackers do. You're identifying vulnerabilities, simulating attacks, exploiting weaknesses, and then writing reports explaining how to fix those issues. This is the role most people imagine when they hear the word cybersecurity. And yes, it sounds very cool, but bear in mind that this is not an entry-level position. You need to have some experience as a SOC analyst and you need to have solid fundamentals. That said, you can absolutely start learning those skills right now using platforms like TryHackMe and Hack the Box. I'll put the links for you in the description below. Option 3 is Cloud Security Engineer. Cloud security is probably the fastest growing niche in cybersecurity right now. As companies move their infrastructure to AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, the demand for cloud security professionals has skyrocketed. And honestly, one small cloud misconfiguration can expose millions of customer records. A cloud security engineer focuses on securing cloud infrastructure. You're working with identity and access management, network segmentation, encryption, compliance, and secure cloud architecture. This is definitely a more technical path. and you will usually need some cloud or IT experience first. But the upside is huge. Cloud security roles are some of the highest paying jobs in the entire cybersecurity industry. So if you're already enjoying working in cloud platforms, this path is absolutely worth considering. Option 4 is GRC Analyst. Now, maybe you're thinking, if I don't want to become an ethical hacker, or if I don't want to become a SOC analyst, what options are there? This is where GRC may be the choice for you. GRC stands for Governance, Risk and Compliance. GRC professionals focus on the business side of cybersecurity. They help organizations manage risk, follow security frameworks, meet compliance requirements, and improve security policies. You will work with standards like ISO 27001, NIST, and SOC 2. This path is much more focused on communication, documentation, auditing, and risk management. So if you come from a background in business, law, finance, or project management, GRC can be an amazing way into cybersecurity without needing to become deeply technical. And demand for GRC professionals is growing extremely fast because regulations around data privacy and security are only going to increase. Option 5 is Digital Forensics and Incident Response. This is one of the most exciting and honestly one of the most underrated options. When a company gets breached, these are the people investigating what happened, how the attacker got in, what systems were affected, and what data may have been stolen. It is basically part cybersecurity and part detective work. You're analyzing hard drives, memory dumps, malware, and network logs to piece together a digital crime scene. The incident response side also means actively containing threats and helping organizations recover quickly. A lot of DFIR professionals actually transition from SOC analyst roles because the skill sets connect really well. And if you enjoy investigations and problem solving, this path can be incredibly rewarding. Now, this is your roadmap to cybersecurity. Step 1 is to build a solid foundation. No matter which path you choose, every cybersecurity professional needs strong fundamentals. That means understanding networking, operating systems, and core security concepts. Make sure to learn things like TCP/IP, DNS, firewalls, Windows operating systems, Linux, encryption, authentication, and access controls. For beginners, CompTIA A+ and Network Plus are solid starting points. And if you want to jump straight into cybersecurity, Security Plus is probably the best entry-level certification in the industry. Step 2 is get hands-on experience. This part is critical. You cannot learn cybersecurity purely from watching videos or reading theory. You need hands-on practice. Try HackMe is probably the best beginner platform right now because it's structured and beginner friendly. Once you get more comfortable, you can move into Hack the Box. You should also build a simple home lab using tools like VirtualBox and intentionally vulnerable machines like Metasploitable. I have an upcoming video coming up on this particular topic, so make sure to subscribe to my channel. The more you practice in safer environments, the faster your skills will grow. Step 3. Choose one path. This is where a lot of beginners get stuck. They try to learn a little bit of hacking, cloud computing, malware analysis, networking, programming, and everything else all at the same time. Don't do that. Just pick one direction first. You can always pivot later. Focusing on one path helps you build relevant skills much faster and makes your resume far stronger. Step 4. Build your online presence. This step is massively underrated. Make sure that you have a LinkedIn profile and you specifically post about your cybersecurity journey. Document what you're learning. Post lab screenshots. Write short breakdowns of Try HackMe rooms, share your cloud projects, talk about your certifications that you're studying for, just anything that is related to cybersecurity. Because recruiters are actively searching for people doing exactly the same thing. Visibility matters far more than most beginners realize. Step 5. Apply before you feel ready. This is probably the biggest mindset shift you need. Do not wait until you feel qualified enough. Apply with one certification, lab experience, and prove that you're consistently learning. Look for junior SOC analyst roles, security internships, help desk jobs at cybersecurity companies, or entry-level IT support positions. And yes, job descriptions will ask for a ridiculous amount of experience. Just go ahead and apply anyway. you haven't got anything to lose just yet. Employers care far more about curiosity, initiative, and practical effort than most people think. So here's the big takeaway. Cybersecurity is not one single career path. There are technical paths, non-technical paths, creative paths, analytical paths. There is genuinely space in this industry for a lot of different personality types and people coming from different backgrounds. Your goal right now is simple. Build your foundation, get hands-on practice, pick one direction, get visible online, and start applying. Momentum matters far more than perfection. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video because it genuinely helps the channel reach more beginners. Subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care and have a good day.